All right, my friends, the new update is here, and like usual, we got a brand new biscuit and topping guide all about a brand new epic Nutmeg Tiger Cookie. Thank you for tuning in today. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, questions, comments, let me know because I'd love to hear from you as always. And feel free to join us in our amazing community Discord server. That information is down below in the description, along with our timestamps and many other great things. Now, liking and subscribing also keeps you up to date on amazing content here in the community and on the channel. All right, couple things here as always. We're going to break this cookie down first. We'll give you the biscuits, we'll give you the toppings, and we'll go for the run as we always do. I'm very excited about this, in particular with the buff into not only is this new cookie, but the fire elemental type. We got a lot more support around that. And speaking of support, we got Nutmeg Tiger Cookie. So let's get into it here. This is a support cookie, a rear cookie. Additionally here, my friends, this cookie has this move set right here, the Great General. The Great General is a 12-second cooldown. Now, Nutmeg Tiger Cookie orders her elite guard to charge forward. The elite guard deals fire damage, causing burn, heals the allies for a portion of the damage dealt, increasing their periodic fire damage, and applying the Great General buff to all fire type cookies and summon creatures. The elite guard consists of a rider and fighters. The rider will cause area damage with their regular attacks and heal your team for a portion of the damage dealt. The fighters will taunt enemies upon summoning, protect themselves with an HP shield, and gain damage resist buff as well. After summoning the elite guard, Nutmeg Tiger Cookie will attack up to 5 enemies with each regular attack and gain an attack speed buff. If Burning Spice Cookie is in the team as well, he will absorb the dust of the fallen elite guards and gain the Burning Nutmeg buff. Amazing. Lots of stuff going on here, and we got a huge list to break that down. So first and foremost here, we got the Great General damage right there, 430%, healing at 117.5% of the Great General's damage. So key right there. We'll come back to that in a second. Max healing at 250% of Nutmeg Tiger's Cookie's current attack. We also have fire type periodic damage duration there, 50% for 15 seconds, stacks up to 1 time. We also have burn, 122% of attack every 0.5 seconds for 5 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. So keep that in mind. Burn damage stacks up to 5 times at 5 seconds. Transformation, 10 seconds. Damage after transformation, 182.6% of attack. Area damage, 35% of attack. Attack speed, 35% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 1 time. The Great General summon creatures, damage resist, 25% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. We also have the Great General fire type cookies, damage resist, 15% for 10 seconds, fire type damage, 12.5%, stacks up to 2 times. Summon fighters, 100% roughly there of summoner's attack, almost 200% of defense and 255% of HP. Fighter damage resist, 25%, fighter HP shield, 50% fighter taunts enemies for 7 seconds after summoning. Don't forget that. Taunt's always a big thing. Summoned rider, 230% of summoner's attack, 113% of defense, so 87% of HP. Rider attack speed, 100%. Rider healing, 238% of regular attack damage, capped at 250% of rider's current attack. Burning Nutmeg, fighter. Burning Spice Cookies damage resist plus 8% for 10 seconds, and Burning Nutmeg Rider, Burning Spice Cookies attack 11%, crit percent right there. So this is all the additional stuff at the bottom there for Burning Spice. So keep that in mind as that enhancement. And then for everything else here in your fire team. Now, a couple things. The reason why I brought the taunt up is that can come up with some of these key boss battles that we've had before. Taunt can really make a difference, so I'm just throwing that out there so we remember that. Additionally here, there are a lot of different pieces here that's going to help us give us the idea of how to build this cookie. All right, now because you're here, you want to know how to build this cookie. First and foremost, we do need to do a few things. We're going to level this cookie all the way up max. There we go, looking great, making that investment for you here today, so you can see exactly what that's going to look like for our cookie. Now watch this. The Great General damage is going to go up another, wait for it, 400%. Yes, 400%. Did you see that? Look at this. Great General damage, 828%. Yes. And everything else kind of scaled off that. So let's come back to it. All right. Now, in terms of this as well, we did have a really, really fun first time pulls in our gacha. I encourage you to check that episode out. It is pretty fun. It's short. You can check it out. We have a good time, as we always do with that as well. So, all right, here we go. Beascuits. Couple things about the Beascuits. Now, we did get the new burning Beascuits here, the fire and earth one. You can absolutely put that on this particular cookie if you would like to. I have made this episode as soon as this came out, so I have not got through that yet. Now, I'm just calling that out because someone's probably going to ask me a question down below or in the Discord server. You can do it. Yes. Now, a couple things that you are going to want to do when it comes to your Beascuits here. We're going to grab one of them and swap it over. Where are you? We want something in here that's none of those. Let's go ahead and grab this one. There we go. All right. So couple things about this here. When it comes to this, don't forget your specialty Beascuit is going to have the specialty bonus effect that is going to affect direct fire as well as the elemental type. You can use that. It's going to be special to that Beascuit. A. B. Bonus effects. What do we need? First and foremost, a lot of that scaling is on attack. So don't forget that. You can absolutely put attack here. If you're going to be slightly damage oriented, now it's going to depend on how you're building out your team. If you want some of that damage to go through, remember damage resist bypass is the only place that you can get it here. So that can be something to consider. Now, the other piece here is going to be the squishiness of this cookie and kind of the team molds and builds that you're running in. You can always throw in damage resist. You can also maybe consider amplify buff just because of some of those other pieces in there, and buffing burning spice as an example, and generally it is a support cookie. Now, a couple other pieces here though. Cooldown is going to be important in this one. You want to consider the cooldown because you want to make sure that burning general is going over and over and over and over again. Now, remember, burning general is not scaling off attack. It was the other stuff that scales off attack and other stuff that scales off of burning general. So, or the general. So keep that in mind in terms of those skill sets. So attack and cooldown are going to be really, really nice here, and damage resist bypass if you want to include that as well. In our case, we're going to stick with that because I do really like that, which is why I took it off that cookie. And the other thing here is we can't forget that this one might become part of the zoo and the jungle style teams as well. So I want to call that out. All right. So there's our Beascuit, some key concepts and things to think about. As you blend the two together, always remember how you're building your Beascuit in coordination with your toppings. Now, a couple things again, because this is going to be before I got to it. You can use the resonant or radiant toppings. We got the new ones here as well, so I want to call that out. We got guides on the channel on how to get them. You can unlock them through additional gameplay, obviously here, with the latest and greatest updates. So don't forget that. And in the future, if you're watching this episode, a lot of times you can go back and get some of the picks, or you can get them in the shops as well. So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to how we want to build this cookie, we're going to go over two things. The first one, though, is the one that we're going to prioritize, which is actually cooldown. So let's go ahead. We're going to multiply a lot of these. Let's go grab 5. I'm probably going to recommend 3 different sets here for you, actually, but we're going to cover 2. And again, it's going to depend on what you're going to have in here. Not necessarily to use this one as kind of your main healer. Again, that additional heal is always nice when you got one main healer and a backup one. A little spendy there, but that's how it goes. That would be one way to do it as well. Let's go ahead. We're going to grab some of these. We got this. Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll come back to this here in a second. All right. So first and foremost, we want to be on cooldown. We want to make sure we got almost 20%. That's going to give us another 2 seconds off. We got some of those things that we want to reset, make sure that we're getting. We got the multiple stacks as well. So that is certainly key as you kind of think about your holistic build here for your cookie. Now, a couple things on that, again, when it comes to those substats. In this case, think of attack, think of damage resist, that survivability, and cooldown. Those are going to be the 3 main ones that I'm going to want for all my bonus effects, primarily for this one. Secondary, you could again consider that amplify buff if you want to kind of go down that route. Otherwise, HP defense for that additional survivability. Very, very key there. So kind of a tier 1, tier 2 style there in terms of how to think about your bonus effects. In my case, you can see we got attack, we got the damage resist, we got damage resist cooldown, HP attack speed, and HP and attack. So not the greatest. We can always tweak these things. We got the perfect Beascuits and Toppings always here, and we can show you those statistics. You can check that video out here on the channel as always. Now for our other 2 considerations of sets, again outside your Radiant Resonant stuff, as always, I would consider building a attack set. Depending on how you're going to do that, again, if you can get that blend of cooldown, that might be a nice one because it does scale a couple things off attack. And then additionally, if you just need that survivability, sometimes you're going to want the solid almond in there just for that survivability. It can make a difference in some of the other game modes and those kinds of things. And then again, you're going to want to focus cooldown and blend out your Beascuit. So again, primary though, cooldown is the way to go. All right. So now that we've got our Beascuits and Toppings all set, let's take the brand new Nutmeg Tiger Cookie out for a stroll and world exploration. We're not going to go there. We're going to go all the way back to episode 829. If you want to check out all the other Beascuit and Topping guides, great time to like and subscribe. Top lat, if you want to check out the good old pastry cookie, because we did get the magic candy, you can do that. However, that is not the one that we're here for today. We are here for today our brand new cookie, Nutmeg Tiger. Where are you? Right here. Oh yeah. All right, let's run with it. Go with it and bring it home. Now let's see how this thing's going to perform. Now here's our auto battler. There you go. You can see right through. We got all of our stuff, our summons right there, my friends. Very, very cool. Look at that. Now, when they go away, remember that can help Burning Spice Cookie. The other thing here about the summons that is very, very big. Those summons also are great in the jungle strategies and the zoo strategies that we talk about, which is a bunch of summoned units. So here you go. You can see the cooldowns going. And then again, it's reset there at 7 seconds. So don't forget, that's a lot of damage we got in there. We took it down. So very, very key to pay attention to on resetting those things. Survivability there as well, and then attack. You can shift off that cooldown into the attack like we said if you need to. That might be the better way to go for you in terms of some of that balance, again, as you can see, because they're still cooling down from those cookies, so or the summoned units. With that, my friends, that is our latest and greatest cookie here, the lovely, lovely Nutmeg Tiger Cookie here as part of our Burning Spice update. Super excited about this one. Again, my friends, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. We'd love to hear from you. Love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. Like I said, lead in with this one and then move into some of those other things in terms of our toppings and biscuits and what's going to work for you with this particular cookie. As always, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community. And thank you to all of our members as always. On top of that, my friends, we do have memberships available to you. We got a swag and merch store and affiliate links, something there for everyone, as I like to say. Don't forget my socials, @me, chat me, stay connected. We love to see your Nutmeg Tiger cookies, and check out our gotcha episode, our first time polls. It was pretty fun. So with that, we'll see you again soon. Best of luck here with Nutmeg Tiger Cookie and the latest and greatest update. And with that, my friends, until next time, keep on running.